Це Пітер, це наш великий друг, і це дійсно дуже гарна людина, дуже серйозний і поважний музикант, але дуже теплий. Він приїхав, щоб з вами поділитися своїм баченням того, як він дивиться на імпровізацію. Пітер Хертманс.
I understood 1%.
Франце and you,
Yeah, but listen, it's starting already after one day. So yes, so I've been teaching for 41 years in schools in Belgium. And I was working for more than 30 years in 2 conservatories. In the Conservatory of Brussels, a very good school, international, big school with many people. There's even people from Ukraine now studying in Brussels. I met somebody last week in a jam session and we talked and she was very happy I was coming here and everything. And in another school in Leuven, and there I was the head of the section for 21 years. So I've been in education as a jazz educator for a very long time, more than full time. And now I'm 65 years old. Now you should all say, what? You look a lot younger. So I retired, so now I can go everywhere where I want and play my music and do master classes like this. So is it okay if I speak English like that? Everybody understands me? Yes? Okay, very good. Yes. So, where shall I start? I wanted to talk, yes, in my lessons I was teaching analysis, jazz analysis and jazz harmony for many, many years. And I made a little syllabus, just a reminder for my students about, and it's all very short, but I sent it to Igor, and Igor put it on a platform so you can all consult it if you want. I just give it to you. And it's my syllabus of the second year of Bachelor 2. I also did harmony lesson in Bachelor 1, and what I was talking about as theoretical subjects in Bachelor 1 was like, how is a standard, what is a standard tune? What is the Great American Songbook? A standard like All the Things You Are, Stella by Starlight. How is it built? What are the ingredients? Why is it the way it is? I could talk for hours about standard tunes. I love the standard repertoire. I really love it. It's really incredible what the great composers like Irving Berlin, Cole Porter, Jerome Kern, all those people invented like a totally new thing. We don't have the time today to get into standards, but I love this subject because playing standards gave me my identity and gave me what I was. So first thing I can tell you all is you should all learn standards and bebop. This is like the thing. If you want to become a good jazz improviser, that's what you have to do. Your lifelong. I still study new standards. I listen to records. Oh, this is a great tune. I want to play this tune. So I listen to the tune. I take my guitar. I don't take the real book. I don't take iReal Pro. I have my ears and I have my guitar. And I listen and I imitate until I find all the melody. First the melody, then the chords. Why? Because chords are there thanks to the melody and not vice versa. The melody tells it all. And the chords are the harmonization of the melody. For guitar players, one of the first things I advise, and yeah, for everyone, I mean saxophone players can do the same thing, singers can do the same thing, is when you learn a new tune, is learn the melody with the harmonization immediately. Like, yeah, I was talking about some tunes. What do you want me to play? Stella maybe? Stella by Starlight? Yeah? So, learn slowly the melody with the chords. On piano, on guitar. when you're a saxophone player, you can do like way da da do da da, sa ba ba do ba da do da, sa ba de da da, de da do da 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 do da do da da do da da do da 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 do. You can play the chords also as an arpeggio and learn how the chords go from one to another. So this is the first work I will do. So that's the first thing I do, the melody and the chords, until I know it by heart. If I'm not sure of what I'm hearing, then only I take the real book or iReal Pro, but I hate iReal Pro. So I even don't have it on my phone. I know you all have it on your phone, and it's good when you go to a jam session and you don't know a tune, you have iReal Pro, fantastic. But me, for myself, I don't want to use iReal Pro too much, because when I listen to the record and I look at iReal Pro, I don't see the same chords as what I hear. Chords are different. The chords are better in the recording because they're played by real musicians who have good ears and they play the right harmonizations. But iReal Pro can help. It's good. You're a bass player. You cannot know all the tunes by heart. You have iReal Pro. Okay, you can play with your friends. That's good. first thing I do. For me, the connection between melody and harmony is like the most important thing. In the book of Arnold Schoenberg, you know Schoenberg, he was one of the greatest classical composers of the 20th century because he invented a whole new system, the second Viennese school, dodecaphonism, blah, 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 the whole thing. And he says in his book about composition, you can never invent a melody without being aware of its harmonic implications. Every melody has the harmony within itself. You cannot invent a melody without harmony. It's not possible. Ornette Coleman said the contrary. He said, I want the harmonic system, I want to invent something and improvise without any connection with chords because I want to be free as a bird. I just want to play. I met Ornette Coleman, I talked to him. He was crazy like this door, but he was genius. He was incredible. So, you see, but I tend to go to Schoenberg's direction and say, whatever melody I make, there's always the chords already in that melody. There are several possibilities, of course, and that's also a nice thing. I think you know about chord substitutions and everything. So if you have a simple 2-5-1, you can substitute the 2 by this chord, the 5 by this chord, etc. I hope, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes? Okay, very good. And that's something we learn in bebop also. It's the first lesson about chord substitutions, like the tritone substitution. When you have a simple 2-5-1, you can play the tritone instead of playing D minor, G7, C major. You can play D minor, D flat 7. Yeah. But if I just play the guide tones, I'll record them and I'll play over them and then see what happens if I play the tritone substitution. So now just the simple chords. Now with the tritone substitution. That's one of the first lessons you have to learn from bebop. When you play over a 7 chord, you can play, if you play over G7, you play at the same time G7, but you can play at the same time D flat 7. So that's one of the first things I learned, to have this exciting outside sound of jazz music. That sounds so. If you listen to Michael Brecker playing, you hear all the time those incredible notes that do something with you inside. You go like, oh my God, this is magic. What is he doing? One of the first lessons is how to learn to play the tritone substitution over the dominant chords. So I'm coming to my subject now more and more. So I explain to you now very briefly why I think it's so important that you really learn standard tunes, melody, harmony connection, and some about chord substitutions. So, based on the second thing that really helped me for contemporary composition was constant structure. So you take one type of chord and you displace it within a certain interval. No diatonic. For example, a minor 7 chord. D minor. This is constant structure. No traditional harmony. So to learn about these things, I listened a lot and I transcribed a lot of Chicorea. Chicorea for me is the big master for this. Maybe you all know. You know this tune, eh? I'm not a piano player, eh? There we go. So that was D minor, B minor, A flat minor, F minor, with a fantastic melody. And the melody is built with the third principle I want to explain to you, which is upper structure triads. They're all upper structure triads. Okay? So this constant structure is really a very important principle to have this contemporary sound. Major 7 chords by half steps, by whole steps. Minor 7 chords by minor thirds, major thirds. Yeah, and you can go through the octave, or you can mix minor thirds and major thirds. You can go from D minor to B minor, and then to G minor, and then to E flat minor. They're all thirds, but you can switch between minor thirds, major thirds, whatever. You can, I was transcribing many tunes. I did, one of my good friends was John Abercrombie. Maybe you know John Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Great ECM guitar player, fantastic, and he died in 2017. We were close friends, and I did a tribute to him. I played his music with a great rhythm section. So I transcribed like 15 of his tunes. And I saw that he made so many tunes with minor chords that fall up in fifths. Really great, from E minor to A minor to D minor to G minor. And then suddenly he takes a third, B minor to F sharp minor. And you get this quartal harmony that goes through all the keys in a very elegant way. It's really beautiful. I didn't play it for a year, so I will play mistakes, but this is one of his great tunes. You can listen to it on a record that is called Getting There. It's called Labor Day. So you hear, you go through keys in a very elegant and beautiful way, and that's, the same interval, constant structure of the chords, with a great melody made by upper structure triads. Okay? So, third principle that I want to explain to you today is upper structure triads. I think the sound of upper structure triads is really a magical sound for improvisation, but also for composition. As I was saying, on the Chicorea tune, Humpty Dumpty, in the melody, you have all these triads that follow up. And they're always the same, because you get, I was talking about the chords, you have at a certain point, do da 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 ba do ba do ba dee da do do ba do da bo da. when you hear this melody, it's a crazy melody. It's a fantastic melody. Yeah, that's it, yeah. So, what is the secret behind this melody? Yeah, okay. So this is on D minor. No, ba, do, ba, di. What is that? Mi, C, E, G, C, D, E. That is just the triad of C major over D minor 7. So this is a good example of a upper structure triad that you can play over minor chords, like when you have a Dorian color, D minor 7 here. Na, ba, do, ba, di. So you don't start 1, 3, 5, 7. I sound like a beginner. Do, 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 you know, you don't do that. But you play an interesting melody. Sa, ba, do, ba, di, da, do, da, ba, di, da. And he transposes the same upper structure, descending minor thirds. Bo, ba, do, ba, bi, ba, bo, ba, ba, di, da, da, do, da. Wow, that's a great sound. It's just, it's quite simple when you see it and you start to analyze it. Suddenly you go like, ah, okay, I can do that too. Okay. So what did I do for myself? I made, and it's there in my little syllabus, I made a whole list of all the different types of chords and what upper structure triads you can use in your improvisations or as material to compose. Like, I'll give you some examples. If you have like just C major 7, you know, like don't play you know, I sound like a beginner, you know this song, but play the G triad. That's an interesting sound. It's just the G triad. You start on the fifth, and you play just 1, 3, 5, and you make melodies with that. You can add notes. You can add, for example, the note E. And you still get a nice melody. You can add A. What a nice sound you get. So it's just a G triad and you add one note. A note that goes in the chord, of course. So that's a very simple example. Now, the next member of the major 7 family for me is like C major 7, sharp 11, Lydian sound. This sound. So there you have D triad. Yeah, very nice sound. Don't play the C triad or you get again the song, the famous song, I sound like a beginner. But play a D triad, do something with it. And then we get the next thing that is really interesting. We can make triad pairs. And here I'm really at what I wanted to explain. That's the triad pairs. You can take 2 triads. Like on this chord, you can combine C and D. It's a very nice sound. So, for the guitar players, I practiced like these shapes. So over the whole neck, but you can also practice like one, that's only the C triad, and then I'm not warmed up. I didn't do this for a long time. Okay, so you can, or like in one position, there's several all over this chord. Okay, so C triad and D triad. Everything is there. You will find everything what I'm explaining now again in the little syllabus. There's 2 more very interesting major 7 chords I want to talk about. The first one is the major 7 sharp 5 chord. This is a chord that is used throughout modern jazz, like John Scofield and Pat Metheny, and 70s fusion music started to work with these other sounds. Major 7 sharp 5. This sound, this chord. Not just major 7, but with the raised 5th. Very interesting chord. Where does this chord come from? It comes from 2 scales. It is the 3rd degree in A minor harmonic, and it is the 3rd degree in A minor melodic. You have the sharp 5 there, the G sharp, D, da, 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 ba da 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 da. But it also comes as a third degree from A minor melodic. And then sing it. Da 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 da. What I do to practice my voice and my singing, I will talk about the importance of singing. Da da do da do da do da do da do da do da 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 do da do da no da 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 do ba 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 do. It's really important you can do that, because if you can do this and you play your instrument, you play with a goal, because you know how it will sound. You don't just put a finger on the fretboard or on the keyboard or whatever. You know intentionally what you will play, and that is so incredibly important. If I play a solo, I play I can immediately play what I sing, you know. Si do be da bo be da. I can, you know, because I'm playing with my head and my fingers are only the instrument. We attach so much. We put so much importance, and it's important. I mean, I have to have chops, I have to know what I play, but we must never forget that the music comes from here. Here comes all the music, okay? So that's for me the importance of being able to sing everything you play. I envy singers because they can immediately sing what they sing. Yeah, my daughter is a great singer. If you want to listen, she has one single out. Her name is Adinda, and the single is called Feel. She's a great singer. She's 23, like you guys. So yeah, fantastic.
You're also a great singer. We sing.
No, I don't have a voice, but I can intonate. That's
Yeah.
the difference. I can intonate really well. I sing everything. When I learn a new tune, I sing. I do something else with singing. When I learn a new tune, what tune do you want me to play? Say a standard.
All the things you are.
All the things you want. Okay, all the things you want. Okay, so first step, melody and harmony at the same time. That's about it. Yeah. That's about it. So that's the beginning. Then what I do, I know the tune by heart, I know the melody by heart, I can sing the melody just with the guide tones for guitar players, piano players, just test it. And what I have most fun with singing is improvising. I improvise easy melodies over this harmony, and I pick like the most interesting notes. And this is a next principle for you guys to practice that is really important. I learn how to link these notes. You can invent any hip melody, but if you don't resolve the melody, you will sound wrong. Whatever melody you play over a series of chords, you always have to play the resolution. That is the most important thing there is. Because if you don't resolve what you play, it starts to sound wrong when time goes on. I can play and then I have to resolve. Like if I... And I have to resolve. Otherwise I don't hear why I played outside, you know? So what I do is I sing a note and I harmonize it immediately. That's something I invented myself, and I've been doing this for decades now, and I love to do that. It's like I start with all the things you are. Eh? Da, ba, da, so, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, da, ba, da, ba, da, bo, ba, ba, bo, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, 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 di, do, di, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, 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 etc. And I really have, I can have fun with this for an hour, 2 hours. I'm there, and my wife looks at me like, I married a lunatic. You know, but it's such a fun. You can do that as a piano player. You can also do that as a saxophone player. Sing something and then immediately play the arpeggio and the top note. You link all the top notes. See, that's what I did. I linked the top notes. Sa ba do ba da da ba do da do do da do da bo do da, etc. So now I link the top notes and I sing the arpeggio that goes under it. Mm-hmm. This is an incredible exercise as preparation for any improvisation you want to do, of course. Because you play a note and you hear all the rest also. You hear everything inside. When I improvise over all the things, you hear the chords too. You hear them. You know what I mean? And that's of course because I did this thing many times. So every note I play, I know the place within the harmony. You can all practice that. It's not difficult. You just have to do it every day. You take your favorite tone. Because what we tend to do is we take iReal Pro, we play a tune like, we don't hear the melody, we don't hear harmonic implications, we hear shit. We just play it. 1 week later, hey, we played this tune last week, you remember? No, I don't remember. No. Okay, 1, 2, but you don't learn the tune. That's why I don't want iReal Pro, because I want to know the tunes by heart. The last standard I learned was, oh yeah, a hard one, a very difficult one. Conception, George Shearing. You know this? Huh? I play it for hours and hours. See, I harmonize it, how difficult it is, but I harmonize it with little chords, and then I start singing over it. You know, and go on and sing. And only then I start playing. I sing first. I sing. If I can grab all those notes that link all those difficult chords, can I grab them with my voice? Yeah, because I know if I can sing them, I have integrated them. They are in me. They are not external. They are not on the guitar and I'm here and my guitar is there. No, we become one. Because I internalized the notes. That's why it's so important. So I was obsessed with the sound of tritones. I was obsessed with it. I was all the time at piano and guitar like... You know, or... Who knows this? Back to the Future. When the crazy dog comes with the lady. That's the music. So I was obsessed with this thing. So I was looking at the piano, always like, what can I do? What can I do with these? So you have an intro. I'm going to take the parts because you have a first page with the intro, and I made the intro later. I first wrote the tune and then I wrote the intro. I will first explain the tune. That's the second page. So you can see the first chord is A7 sus4. A7 sus4 for me. Can anybody give another chord symbol for A7 sus4? Like a slash chord.
G over A.
Very good. So we
G
remember
minus E.
G over A. Very good. So we remember G. The next chord is A major 7 sharp 5. Huh? Yes, A major 7 sharp 5.
C sharp. Yeah.
C sharp over A. Very good. So now we only look at the upper thing. G and C sharp. See the tritone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The bass is the same. The bass is A. And on top of that, the G triad. And then D flat triad. That's a great sound. They are in tritone.
Flat 5, not sharp 5, flat 5.
Sharp 5.
Why? A flat
A
5.
major 7 sharp 5. F is the sharp 5. D flat is C
D
sharp.
flat, yeah. Sorry.
F.
Okay.
Okay? So those two are in tritone.
In tritone,
And the melody is just those chords. And then I do the same thing. I cut the tritone into two pieces, and what do you get? You get the minor third. So we go up a minor third. Same thing. So, beginning. I go up again. And then I do something else. Because if you repeat, that's a very important principle. You should use motives when you compose. Because a motive is necessary even if you put very complex material in your compositions. If you don't use motives, nobody will recognize your tune, nobody will remember your tune, nobody will come along with you when you play the tune. If you use motives, you can use quite sophisticated things, but everybody will be able to follow. How difficult it will be. So that's why what I did here, a very simple melody. Same melody. But then I have a harmonic variation. This chord is something different. And I resolve it. Resolution and tritone, resolution and tritone and resolve. now comes in the rhythm. I put it in 7/4. And there are 3 different ways to treat 7/4, because that's a very nice thing also. When you talk about rhythm, you have simple measures and you have compound measures. So 7/4 can be 4 plus 3, can be 3 plus 4, can be 3.5 plus 3.5. That's 2 little 7s within a big 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taki, dimi, taki, taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te. So that's the Indian system. Taki, dimi is 4 and taki, te is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Here I do a big 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te, taki, dimi, taki, te. Yes?
This is Steve Smith. This is Steve Smith.
Yeah, many drummers use that. That's called konokol.
Yeah.
Konokol. Yeah, konokol. You can also do takite, takidimi, takite, takidimi, takite, takidimi, takite, takidimi. I love the. Yeah. And now something else. You know the word clave?
Yeah.
You know clave? Clave is like a key to a certain style or a certain world, musical world. I like to make my own claves, and I made this really nice clave in 7. And it's 3 plus 4, and then 4 plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Taki, 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 tak, 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 tak. It's a great rhythm because you have 4 beats. Ta, 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 ta. So you can morph easily tunes that were in 4. You can morph them to 7 this way. That's another story. That's another lesson. So I used this clave in my tune. So it's okay? So when you look at the dot ba dot gat dot down dot 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 down dot dot, that's the comping, and that's so if you have this kind of harmony with this kind of rhythm, again, all the components, all the elements isolated are quite obvious and quite easy. But if you put them together, you get a very interesting thing. Okay? So you combine the triads with the rhythm, with the motive, and then you get something really interesting. So let's go on with the analysis of the harmony. Let's take a look at the whole page now. So you understand A7 sus 4, I saw it as G over A, D flat over A, then the next one is C7 sus 4, is like B flat over C. C major 7 sharp 5 is like E over C. Then E flat 7 sus 4 is like D flat over E flat. And then comes this variation, E over D, and E resolves into A and D resolves into C sharp. So you get this interesting 5-1. And the melody is just the upper structure down. Now, what do we do now? We go to the tritone. Do, and resolve. Now E flat over D flat resolves into A flat over C. From Now, A flat, we take the tritone. Da, 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 and then G over B. Da, 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 da. And then we resolve into F sharp, but I don't do F sharp immediately. First, C over F sharp, again the tritone, and then finally for 4 bars. Ways to treat the 7/4. The first one is da down, da 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 down, da da da. Then, and bar 19, we get boom down 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 ka boom bam bam ba boom bam 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 ka doom down down da down down da do da with the counter beats, the after beats, and the last one starts on bar 22. It's like boom bat ka ka down. Bat, bow, bat, ba-dum, bat, bow. So there's 3 different subdivisions of the bar of 7 that I put exactly with the 3 different harmonic movements. So every time I have another subdivision that I built with those tritones, I use another rhythm. So this is really, really nice. It's a nice tune to play on because it's very short, but you go through these 3 things always, and it sounds like endless like that. was talking to you for an hour about these scales, interval movements, etc. I think you can, upper structure triads, I think you can recognize everything in the tune. All those elements are there. They're all there. Shall we listen to the record? Or maybe I can first explain the intro.
Yes.
Intro. The intro has the same harmony, same chords, but I wanted to have, like, I put a quarter note equals 90 beats per minute, but finally we recorded it as a rubato, and that was really nice. So, what notes are there? There is G, A, B, D, F sharp. My starting point was the triad of G. You can see G, B, D. And I added two notes. I added the note A and I added the note F sharp, because they sound very good. So when I play this arpeggio, I get, it's a nice arpeggio with this bass note. See? And then I thought, oh, I'm going on with this. I was looking on the piano, what can I do as an intro? And I really love this thing. And then, of course, you always get inspiration when you listen to other musicians. And I was listening for a long time really well to Mark Turner's playing. You know Mark Turner. Mark Turner, another genius of the saxophone. And he plays all those arpeggios with the same top note. And he goes through the chords and it sounds so incredibly amazing. And he starts from a triad, he puts in more notes, and it always ends with the same top note. It's incredible. It's really fantastic. And I wanted to evoke this kind of thing. So, my second arpeggio also stops on F sharp. And that is... So the first one is... Of the same principle. Take an upper structure triad, add two notes, and then invert it so they are as close as possible. And that is a principle that I use now since some time. You can use really simple harmony, but if you make the right inversions, you can make anything resolve if you invert the chords. And that's what I do here. So it sounds all really special and really, wow. The way the chords follow up, and that's because they are also close to each other. I resolve every note to the closest resolution. And in order to do that, I have to invert the chord all the time. So all the notes are as close as possible. You understand that? It's really important to do that. And that's a very good example of that principle. So it's on the record that I did in 2008 already. It's an old record. Yes. tempo. Now the second page. Okay, so the three rhythms. And then improvising over this monster. Harmony, eh? Great drum solo. So I hope you enjoyed. I opened a little window of my personal musical world. I hope you liked it. And you can all do that too. You know? But at the same time, you can live your music as something internal. What do I like? How do I sound? How do I want to sound? Who am I when I sing? And even if you do something really simple, if it's heartfelt, if it comes from inside, it's good. It's so good. I write very simple music also now. But if it's heartfelt, you felt my music. When we played, I saw it, all your faces like, oh wow, beautiful. It's because I feel it inside. That's why you like it. So you can do that too. Play your music, learn standards, learn all the subdivisions of the octave, learn all the theory, but make it your own. Make it of yourself. And then anything you do will sound fantastic. And you will be the best judge also. You will know exactly, this sounds good. When I do this, that doesn't sound good. You become your own judge also. I am very severe for myself. very severe. When I play a certain way, I go, no, Peter, no, don't play like that. Don't do that. And it's good, it's healthy. I talk to myself, say, no. When I play a good concert, I say, yes. Not like, I'm the best. No, not that bullshit. But yes, I did well. I have to go on with this. What was good? Okay, this was good. So how can I develop this? So I'm all the time analyzing what I'm doing. When I do something wrong, I also think of myself, okay, that was shit, man. What did you do wrong? What is it? Okay, grab it, take it. Oh, I did that. Yeah, of course, when I think about it now, that's not smart to do that. You know? So you can make it your own.